Well, Coach, we're at the end of spring practice. Was it productive?
Yeah. I mean, it's good and bad in every spring. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you just continue to grind. This isn't time to, start putting up banners. It's not time to get up or down. Just, I thought we did some good things, but it's only spring ball.
Is it fun for you to see guys improve over the course of the spring? Maybe some of these younger guys that were on the JV last year or the scout team. And is it fun? Do you see some guys develop?
It's always exciting to see guys develop and guys do better and improve. We're always encouraged by that. But it's spring ball. So I don't get too high or too low. You don't win any games during spring ball. It's spring ball.
So what is your message to these guys coming out of spring, that the off season from here until August camp is crucial?
Well, from January, to this point in April 8th, we've started to build our culture for this year. We still got a lot of work, but April 8th until we report back, for our first workout, May 31st, and then we'll report to camp August 2nd. I mean, there's a lot of little increments in there, and what does our team do? And so, like I said, it's the main thing I'm excited about this spring, that we didn't have any major injuries, so knock on wood. I'm encouraged, but I know that we still got so long to go. You know what I mean, Wags? So It's not like I'm jumping up and down, and I'm not down. I know we got a long road, and hopefully our team, makes good decisions off the field. Here, there's, you got different rules than most places, but it's part of the school, and so just making sure guys, choose the right.
Now, another big thing of spring, at the very end, we picked this Admiral Mack Award. You and the coaches get together and talk about guys who have shown you something in the spring. First of all, was it a pretty long list this year to sort through as to who might be the winner?
It was a big thing between Brandon Colon and Anthony Villalobos. Both of them had really good springs. But if Brandon Colon didn't get hurt, he would have been close to winning it. And he wasn't really bad, just nicked up his ankle. But Anthony Villalobos has been a really good player. He's really come out of nowhere. He's a guy at the bottom of the list and has worked his way right up to second string, and he's been consistent and strong the whole time.
Can you talk about the message that sends to other kids, that it doesn't matter where he was, not on the depth chart or even, as you mentioned, on the radar going into spring, but he worked hard, showed some things, and he's now listed as a backup coming out of spring. I think that's a message to other players, that if you do you can make a name for yourself.
The best player is going to play. We don't care what your grade is. This isn't, military seniority. There's not a chain of command. If you're a freshman, you're going to play. If you're your best player, if you're a sophomore, don't care where you're from, don't care your ethnicity, your religious affiliation. If you're the best player, you're going to play. And Anthony was a guy that, was clearly, the most improved player. But I think you're right. I think guys will see, like, wow, if you just, do what you're supposed to and perform, you'll be rewarded.
And obviously, Sean Nua is the defensive line coach working with a kid like Villalobos. We've talked in the past that he's an up-and-coming coach, Sean Nua. This is a credit to him for developing a young guy.
Sean is a great football coach, and he's got a bright future in his profession. The guy's going to be a coordinator soon, will be a head coach. He's done a really good job. With Napoleon Sykes coming, it's helped out too, but really good coach. Sean's done a really good job, but even with that said, Sean knows our message too. This isn't time to do this. This is April 8th.
Right.
We didn't win any games. We're doing some stuff, and we just keep pressing forward.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. See you guys.
Well, first of all, what was your reaction when they told you that you'd won this very prestigious award?
Well, I was very surprised, to be honest. Just to think like where I started and where I ended up, still I feel like I could do a lot better. I still had to learn a lot, but I mean I felt honored, especially knowing that Bernie Serra and the guy I looked up earlier in the season had won that his freshman year. So I just felt like really honored.
Yeah, you can only hope your career ends up as good as Bernie's. Take us back a little bit. First of all, you're from Fossil Ridge High School in Fort Worth area. If I did the math correctly, you would have been a senior of the year. Navy played a bowl game out there. Is that right? Do you remember them coming out there?
That's correct. Yeah, that was at TCU Stadium. I went out there and watched the game. I was just being a commitment and just excited to see them play in your hometown, play for a bowl, and then them win.
So apparently you had some other offers, SMU, Tulsa, I believe, or two of them. what led you to choose the Naval Academy?
Honestly, just the atmosphere the Navy football has, the brotherhood. It was a big thing. Coach Diamont is a great coach. Like, I felt really comfortable with him, and I felt like he was a great coach, the best coach like I've ever talked to. So I just wanted to play for him.
And did Mick Yokaitis recruit you, I'm going to guess?
That's correct.
What? So, you went to the prep school. Then this past year as a plebe, were you on the JV? You played primarily JV games?
Yeah, I was just a JV all season. I didn't get to travel or anything, but I mean that just fueled my fire. And I just took Coach Diamant's advice, keep grinding, stay the course, work hard, and you'll get there eventually. And this spring football started my journey.
So obviously coming into the spring, you were basically not on the radar, and now you're number 2 on the depth chart. You've leapfrogged a lot of players, guys that even played last year. What did you do?
I just stayed the course. Worked hard, did my job. Took everything in. Talked to the older guys, learned from them, learned from the coaches. When they gave me a chance, I just took it. I did the best I could, and that's all they ever really owe you. It's a chance to show what you got, and that's what I did.
Now, winning the Admiral Mack Award doesn't guarantee anything. It's a nice award, but you still have work to do. I would imagine that this is encouraging, but you're not ready to anoint yourself.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, it's a good feeling, but it's in the past now. So I'm looking forward every day to get better. Got a lot to learn still, and like Coach Diamont says, I want to get complacent. I haven't done anything honestly, so I just want to keep working so I can get somewhere.
So if I'm correct, Navy plays a bowl game back in Fort Worth again this year, do they not?
Yeah.
So how would you like to be able to be on the travel team and play back home?
That'd be like a dream come true. Like a cool little hometown story.
Mm-hmm.
Have a bunch of guys from school come out and watch me. It'd be good homecoming.
All right, thanks a lot, Anthony.
Thank you.
Thanks. Long time no
I'm
see.
talking to you every day.
Yeah.
Well, what can you tell us about young Anthony Villalobos? Obviously, winning that award is a tremendous honor. What can you say about the kid?
Tough kid, smart football player, and excited about him. But he deserved it. He earned it, and just by doing his job and just doing what we asked him to do. But he is a surprise. I didn't think he was going to rise up this fast, but he's doing a great job.
So here's a kid that was on the JV. I know was basically not even on the radar. How does he catch the eye of the defensive line coach and start to say where you actually know his name?
Yeah. It starts with fundamentals who consistently keep doing their job the right way, the way we expect them to do. And then the more you do your fundamentals right and just play hard with effort and the mindset that coach has, set for us, he's going to end up, if you do keep doing that, you're going to end up in positions to make plays. And then when you do that, he took advantage of it, and that's what he did. He stuck to his fundamentals and played hard. And then he made plays. That's what it takes for people to get noticed and for you to move up.
So the one positive is that a guy like Villalobos has come from nowhere on the depth chart to being a backup, but there's other guys ahead of him who probably need to take a cue that, hey, you were on the depth chart to start the spring and you did not hold your spot. It's kind of a good and bad news, I guess.
I mean, it was a year of finding out who the young guys we have are, and nobody was solidified. Amos was probably the only one that, because he played a lot. He started a lot of games last year for us, but even he had to rise up to a certain standard. So it's not like there was like a list that's coming up and they're solidified.
Mm-hmm.
It was, we threw all of them in to the Wolves playing the option and see who can stand out. So he was one of the guys that really stood out. Everybody did a good job, it's just he just stood out clearly.
Mm-hmm. So he's not the biggest guy. Is he kind of quick? Is it technique? What does this guy do to be successful out there?
Discipline, his steps, his pad levels low. It's kind of, when Tawani was here, Tawani did a great job. He wasn't the biggest guy, but he made plays, but I'm not comparing him to Tawani. I was just saying Tawani was really good with his hands, his feet, his pad level, leverage, and that's what he's doing, and he's doing a really good job of taking advantage of the little opportunity he had first. And then the more and more we saw it, we had to move him up. We wanted to see how he does with our first team offense, and he did good, And with this offense, if you miss one step, they're going to take advantage of it. So he did a good job of taking advantage of it.
All right. Thank you very much, Sean.
Yeah. Thanks,
Okay.
Appreciate it.